The Legend of Zelda is a high fantasy action-adventure video game series that centers around the sole playable character and hero by the name of Link.
His name's Stink.
Link. Pleased to meet you, Your Highness.
The Zelda series is considered to be one of the most influential video game series in history, selling over 52 million copies worldwide and counting.
Hey, it's a dirty job, Princess, but somebody's gotta do it.
Welcome back to Click Select, and today I bring you 19 weird facts about The Legend of Zelda. Miyamoto almost went with a different theme song for The Legend of Zelda. He originally intended to use Bolero from the French composer Maurice Ravel as the theme for the game, but Nintendo couldn't nab the rights to the song. But no worries, of course, because the brilliant in-house composer Koji Kondo whipped up what is now one of the company's most unforgettable tune in just one day. Everybody is familiar with the three-triangle symbol that is present in every Zelda game, right? Well, the Triforce is actually modeled after the emblem of the Hojo clan, a very powerful family in Japan during the 14th century. The emblem was known as the translated phrase, the Three Dragons. Zelda and Mario were actually developed at the same time. That is why older Zelda games borrow many elements from the Mario series. At the time, Miyamoto couldn't decide whether or not a new idea or element was more of a Zelda or Mario thing. This of course led to some crossover, such as the fire bar that was created for the Zelda series, which made its way into Mario Bros, or even the Piranha Plant from Mario, which ended up in Zelda as the enemy known as Manhandla. The old man who gives Link the wooden sword in the beginning of the game is known to many gamers as the man who gives useless hints, due to how difficult it was to understand them. One of his most cryptic hints took over 25 years to decipher. The puzzling tip was, the 10th enemy has the bomb. This was confusing to many gamers because it seemed pretty straightforward. If you kill 10 enemies, then you will receive a bomb. But that wasn't the case. After decades of confusion, the answer to this hint was recently discovered. Turns out that in order to receive a bomb, you need to have a bomb in your inventory, kill 9 enemies without getting hit, and last, you need to kill the 10th enemy with a bomb. This confusion is due to translation issues and Nintendo's odd decision to switch out many of the Japanese tips with different and far more obscure hints. After beating The Legend of Zelda, you were able to unlock a second quest. Not just a harder difficulty level like in other video games, but a whole new game with different dungeons and everything. The second quest was praised by many gamers, including myself. But little did we know that the second quest was actually a mistake and was created due to a programming error. In The Legend of Zelda, if you enter Zelda in all caps as your name, you can skip directly to the second quest and completely forget about the first one. Not that long ago, a fully playable prototype of the Japanese version of The Legend of Zelda was leaked online. This prototype was much different from the final version in many ways. For example, it's much easier to collect money, tough enemies appeared less, and most notably, it was a lot less difficult. The Japanese version of Zelda's music was just a little bit lusher than others. This was due to the Famicom having an extra sound channel and more disc space compared to its baby brother, the Super Nintendo. In The Legend of Zelda, Link obtains a cheap wooden sword from an old man in a cave. But that's not the way the game was originally designed. In earlier versions of Zelda, Link already had a wooden sword in his inventory in the start of his journey. The reason for this change was because many game testers reported confusion over what to do in the game. So, Miyamoto responded by taking it away to encourage players to explore and proceed differently, which worked perfectly. In the original Japanese version of Final Fantasy, you can actually visit Lings Grave in a town called Alfheim. But in the original US version, the grave belongs to Endrick instead of Link. the hero from Dragon Warrior. The Legend of Zelda first started as a dungeon simulator. The game was the big launch title for the Famicom disk system that could have stored games on a rewritable floppy disk. Nintendo wanted to take advantage of the rewritable part of the Famicom system, so Zelda was essentially a creation tool that would let you make and share your own dungeons, somewhat similar to Mario Maker. Miyamoto initially changed his mind and kept the game the way we love and know today. There's a secret save menu in The Legend of Zelda in which you can save your game at any time. In order for this code to work, you would need two controllers. On controller 1, you would need to press start. On controller 2, you would have to press up and the button A at the same time. Doing so will bring up the secret save menu. So now you don't have to die in order to save your game. During the 80s, The Legend of Zelda and Super Mario were so popular they even had their own breakfast cereal called the Nintendo Cereal System. Each box was divided into Mario and Zelda bits, but was later discontinued in 1989. A third installment in the Oracle series was never released due to a complication related to a password system that was meant to link all three games. What a bummer. Miyamoto has confirmed that Link is based on Disney's version of Peter Pan. Link dresses in green, he has pointy ears, he is followed by sassy fairies and has no parents. I still can't believe I missed it. 3 Zelda games came out on the Philips CDI system, which for many were horrible games. Originally, Philips was going to build a disc add-on for the SNES, but after Nintendo backed out, Philips built a system of their own and still had rights to some Nintendo properties. Capcom developed many Zelda games including the Oracle series, Four Swords, and the Minish Cap games. These games could easily be mistaken as developed by the Nintendo team because they were all amazing titles. Miyamoto confirmed that Princess Zelda is based on Zelda Fitzgerald. He wanted his princess to have a mysterious, unobtainable, and alluring quality and thought of the perfect person to relate his character to. Also, he just thought the name sounded cool. In Japan, the original Zelda game is called the Hyrule Fantasy, with the subtitle being The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda as a title is a bit confusing to those who live in the United States, because there has been a research study in which there are more people who believe that Link is Zelda due to its title. Wow. I really want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want more. If you want to check out other videos, there are way more videos to watch. I have the evolution of graphics, more number videos, and top 10s. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys on the next one.